Okay, we are live. We're on time for stream. Probably. Man, I hope so. Okay then, let's go spam the universe with our stream alerts so we can stream. We're already streaming, but we can stream even more if we tell people it's happening. That's how content works. The more people know of it, the more people know of it. And look at it. I've been on the internet a while. I know how this works. Also, if you pay me $3 million in Bitcoin, I will help grow your channel. Yes. That was a joke, by the way. I don't have any bit or coins. Okay, where is me Discord? Where's me Discord? There it is. There it goes. Da-da. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, I think that's it. Is that it? Have I done all the things? I've done all the things. It's time to draw. Alrighty, so in case anybody forgot, last time we started work on the Dilophosaurus, and we need to do this further. Dilophosaurus is just so often depicted with its mouth wide open, going like, "How?" So, yeah, doing a closed mouth Dilophosaurus is a little bit different. I think, let's see here. Neck is only a little bit shorter than the body. Body is 1.5. Tail. I think the body's still too long on this fella. First, we gotta fix that. We simply must fix that. Whoop. And oh no, torso's flying away. No! Little bit shorter, like so. There we go. Let's see, what brush was I last on? That one. There we go. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Nukvar! Hello, Nukvar! Indeed, dinosaurs are here. Now I gotta get the portrait right. 1, 2. That's actually. Head actually needs to be smaller. Just a smidge. Whoop. There we go. Shrunken the head. This is why digital art is good. Okay then, we have a Dilophosaurus being all sneaky beaky. Sneaking through the trees. There are no trees yet, but it's okay. So it's about 2 meters tall. I'm gonna go find. I could just draw a little man, I guess, but I'm gonna go find my little man. Ooh. This little man. I'm going to put him. Right, let's go here. Size reference. Whoops. Size reference. There we go. So about, what is that? 1.5 meters at the hips. So a little bit bigger, something like this. If the thing reared up, it would be taller than whoever it is, but yeah, let's just put this fellow over here. There we go. There we go, there we go. Alright, so we need to figure out feathers on this guy. So not as much feathers as our Dilophosaurus, of course, because Dilophosaurus is a cold weather feather. Yeah, the cryo looks bigger than the Dilo right now, but that's just because the Dilo doesn't have fluff on it. Okay, I think we can do this. Fluff, fluff, fluff. Hello, driver! Alright, let's think. Think. What is a tropical fluff color for a fluffy dinosaur? So So let's go with probably just a shaggy overcoat like that. So let's go here. Let's go here. Feathers. And think to self, what is good feathers for this fella? Just something like this would probably do the trick. Vaguely ostrich-like. I was reading up on Dilophosaurus a little bit. There is some evidence that this was a fluffy fella, but not that much. Okay, then. Let's see. We've kind of made them orangey, so let's make this kind of a much darker orangey, almost a black color, because I like the idea of cassowary vibes for this. So orange, but very dark. So something like that, yes. And we're going to fluff that a little bit. Right, so there's that, and now we're going to do some counter shading because this thing probably certainly was an ambush predator of some description. I also do want to just... Whoops, nope, wrong, bad. Orange or not orange? Maybe more pale grey, I say. So, let's do this. So, orangey, pale grey, like so. Let's see how this looks. I'm gonna have to redo this. I do like that. Just a shade darker. Gonna have to remember. You gotta remember where you put the mouth. That's important. Rawr, I'm a Dinosaur. Hello, 1999. Did I put chat in the right place? Chat, where are you? Chat! You're on the wrong side of the screen. What are you doing? Stay where we can see you. Okay then, right, so we're here. Let's go a little bit softer. That do. What does its jaw look like? That opens quite wide. Opens to about there, actually. Almost given it lips. Right. Right, and a little bit lighter, or no? Let's do a little bit darker for the limbs. Just a smidge darker for the limbs. Oh. Let's turn the threshold the way they held down. Okay, this I like. Then we have the feathers on top of there. We have a sneaky fella. I think I might try and draw Deinonychus. Oh yeah, damn it! There's so many good dinosaurs that start with D. I think Deinonychus is a dinosaur we're gonna have to draw, simply because it was like such an important one historically for the dinosaur renaissance. Like, or I guess the second dinosaur renaissance. Or was it the first one? I don't remember. Anyway. Right. I like this. This is kind of subdued right here. And just for no particular reason, I'm going to put black and white stripes on this. So it pops. Actually, I should really do this first. Damn crest is gonna get a lot bigger, unfortunately. Can I shrink? I can shrink a little bit. By 1 pixel. And shrink again. Shrinky shrink. Shrinky, shrinky, shrink. There has got to be a keyboard shortcut for that, but I don't know what it is. And shrink. Okay then. Hello, Mr. Borderwise. Is anyone else hearing an echo? I'm gonna make cookies. I'm alright, but my internet is... Hello, Drinkfire! I hope there isn't an echo. Is there an echo? Am I being echoey right now? That might be your sound card or something. Okay, no echo for you. Probably means it's, not that bad. Okay. Let's go here. Nice. 10. Actually, you know what I want to do? If I do this... I think black on white stripes pops more. It pops more just a little bit. Oh. Oi. Now grow by 1 more pixel. 1 more. No echo here. It's my Bluetooth headphone. I am a bit of a Luddite when it comes to wireless anything, I have to say. Honestly, like, yeah. Hold on a minute. I just remembered something. Okay. Need to grow that by a bit. I'm using the select tool a lot right now. Alright, brightness contrast. Drop the brightness down a little bit so we can tell it's 2 crests in there. Okay, and grow that. Grow, I say. Grow once more. Okay then, right. Cool, and now... Ah! That's my Dilophosaurus impression. I hope you like it. And we're going to do this now. I keep meaning to remove that that damn channel point reward, because it's the, for me personally, it's the most annoying one. But if people like it, we'll keep it. Hello, George Yokington. Ah, you're the one who did the redeem. Sorry for being grumpy about it. Oh boy. And I'm just doing things here. I'm just doing things. A little bit of white bleeding into the purple. I might be overthinking this crest here just a little bit. Also, I am a sucker for black and white, and I will not apologize for that. What's that? That's a pretty cresty crest, I'd say. Right, and I'm going to do this now. But a bit bigger. Does this work? It does not. Okay. Restart on Twitch did it. Neat. Okay then. We are making progress. Progress, as the kids call it. I don't know if the kids call it that. Right, now... Whoop. I'm going to learn from past mistakes. We're going to do stripes on this thing and smear them. Like, thin stripes. So... what are we gonna do here? Actually, you know what I can do? I can have a custom brush. So something like this. Then we can smear this to make feathers. To make feathery feathers. Feathers being one of those things that, like, there's no shortcuts, unfortunately. Zebra cake. This does look nice. This does look tasty, weirdly enough. Also, it is funny how you put feathers on something that immediately makes it look more bulky. We probably also need to add more... I think I already have added more girth to the neck, actually, so never mind. Ow! My neck. My back. The other body parts we shall not mention. We're just drawing a dinosaur. We're not gonna get stressed. I guess we... Damn it. Ralston did ask me to draw it like a Daspletosaurus. No, Albertosaurus. Never mind. I did kind of want to do Dilophosaurus for D, but nah, I think Deinonychus is what we're gonna have to do, simply because, damn it, we're just doing the popular dinos. I wanted more obscure dinos. I guess we will probably do more obscure dinos as we go. Alright, let's save that. Now we're gonna go nuts with the smear tool. Huh. It's doing the thing again. Great. Right, there's a thing that the flow tool does sometimes. Ah. Yeah, this is annoying. Yeah, you need to drop the hardness down. Otherwise, it does bad, stupid things. Okay, then. That ain't gonna work, is it? Is this gonna work out the way I want it to, is the question. Short brush strokes. That looks like literal bird crap, so I don't know what I'm doing here. Right. Gonna do some of that. We're gonna do some of that. Gonna do some of that. Gonna do some of that. Maybe I should just make it one uniform color, because otherwise this is going to be messy as hell. Or just two colors, perhaps. Yeah, that does look like bird dookie. Let's not do that. Dinosaurs need more bulk. They rebuilt a turkey like a dino once and it was wild looking. Yeah! They did that with swans, baboons, all kind of thing. Alright, I am now going to... Do I mash Control Z or do I do something different? I'm gonna mash Control Z. Maybe it doesn't need that. Maybe I can just make this a very glossy, almost black, but not quite. Maybe a gradient between black and dark silvery gray. And let's make that radial. Something like that, and then if we smear that a lot... Oh yeah, blast. I need counter shading on the actual dinosaur itself, which is a problem. It isn't a problem, really. So there, and much lighter color. How's that look? That looks good. Whee! Where's that leaking through? Oi! Oi, 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 oi. Let's see, is it gonna leak through here? No, it isn't. Okay, thank you. Thank you very please. Thank you very please. For not freaking out. Okay, then. Is it gonna do the thing? Okay, nope, it doesn't do the thing. I patched the... Good news, everyone! I patched the hole. The hole is patched. Let's see, does this do the trick? There we go. Nice creamy underbelly. Nice and creamy, nice and creamy. Nice and creamy, nice and creamy. Everybody now, nice and creamy, nice and creamy. Oh dear, that's a song that if you sing that in public, you're gonna get put on some kind of list. Some kind of list you will be put on. I speak like Yoda now, again. Once again, Yoda I speak like. Speak like Yoda I do, while a dinosaur I draw. Honestly, this might not need the feather cape. Nope, it needs the feather cape. I know what do. Slightly darker. Let's see here. How does that look? That looks good. Oops. Where am I? Help. Bit of paleness here as well, just so we are sure to. Let's give it like pale little hands as well. Little pale hands, hell yeah! Being put on a list, I am. Oh boy! All right, let's get rid of that because that's oi, 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 oi. Do what I tell you. Alright, now if we go a little bit nutty-butty on the smearing for this. Yay! Okay, that's a way to do it, with a gradient. Well, first off, let's erase this, because the crest needs to be there. Hell yeah, so we're just gonna do... lots of this, lots of this. Hell yeah. Yeah, this is what we want. Then there's a suggestion of floof without going nuts. What the hell's going on in there? Do. I'm liking this. Dilo looks sleek. Dilo looks cool. Yay! Fluffy, 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 fluffy. How's that looking? That's looking good. The thing kind of looks like it's balding now, which is a little bit awkward. I'm gonna have to do some coloring things on the head a little bit. Alright, so let's do this, and let's do this kind of this, because I don't want this thing to look like it's a balding dino. That would be weird. Once again, feathers take a very long time. Feathers take a very long time. I need to brush up the eyes a little bit because they're not popping. Stylo looks sleep deprived now. Okay then, more smearing. Back to the smear mines I go. Oops, oops, oops. Just fluffing my dino. Remember to fluff your dinos. Keeps them healthy and happy. Wait, no. Crap. Crap! I did all that on the wrong hardness setting on the brush. No wonder it was looking weird. It was looking pixely. That simply will not do. Terribly sorry, folks. I have to fluff. I have to fluff again. Thank goodness for Control Z. Remember to fluff your dinos with the right brush settings, otherwise you're going to talk like Sean Connery. And that's bad if you don't want to talk like Sean Connery. Damn it. The problem with the smear tool is that it will smear transparent bits as well. And that's no good. That's not what we want around here. So how's your day going, chat? I'm fluffing a dinosaur again. Once again, it is a Sunday morning for me. I find myself fluffing a dinosaur. Every life choice I've made has led to this point, where I'm fluffing a dinosaur. That sounds like a euphemism for something else. I assure you it isn't. Had a lazy day. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I like a lazy day. I don't actually get many. Because I give myself too much projects to do. Deinonychus is Deinonychusing. Well, hopefully we actually get to the Deinonychus, because here's the annoying thing. The Deinonychus also has feathers. In fact, there's probably more evidence for Deinonychus having feathers than Dilophosaurus having feathers. Through phylogenetic bracketing, if nothing else. How are we doing? That actually looks sweet. Look at that. Looking good though, thank you. Thank you, thank you. We gotta fluff this dino, gotta fluff that dino, like so. Probably gonna have to refluff the edges a little bit. Oh boy, much fluff. Much fluff, much wow. It's one of those moments where there's no shortcut with Ert. It's probably a shorthand way to suggest like fluff or feathers, but I sure as hell don't know what that is. Roar, sleepy dino, fluffy dino, roar, roar. Yep. Ooh, my day is not going well. My laptop died, so I'm on a loner. Oh man. And I'm trying to figure out how to connect my drawing tablet without admin perms. Oh dear. That is a pain. Man. That reminds me, I need to try a drawing tablet again. Maybe as a break from drawing dinosaurs for the dino book. I will do that thing. I will do that thing. I will drag out my Wacom tablet. And I know it's pronounced Wacom. I just like to call it the Wacom. Boy, I've learned my lesson with the Jaguar spots, which is don't take shortcuts. Don't take shortcuts. It's a bad time when you take shortcuts. Do. Bot! Is someone getting that bot? I'll get the bot. Don't worry, I will get the bot. Yay! Does anyone want to be... Like, do we have mods in chat? We don't really. Who wants to be a mod? So, if I'm too slow to get the bot, you can get the bot. Bot has been got. Begone, bot! Now it is not. We are fluffing a dinosaur. We're fluffing a dinosaur. Driver slacking on the job. Oh wait, oh yeah, driver is a mod. Oh dear. It's okay. Might be good to have more, yep. Who's here often and is trustworthy? Drinkfire, do you wanna have a mod roll so I can really confuse you and Driver even more? Because you both start with DR and you'd both be mods. Okay, sick. All right. What can we do here? You are modded. Congratulations. Dr. Mod Gang. DR Mod Gang. Alright now. Use thy new powers responsibly. Kick bots in the butt. Kick that bot butt. Whoops. I'm gonna have to break up these lines a little bit, aren't I? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Oh, hey, Arrow's watching. I'm going to time them out just for fun. JK, don't do that! Don't be mean. Don't be mean. Arrow's streaming right now. Over on my dashboard, I can see they're streaming Disco Elysium. We're probably gonna raid them after this is over. Because Ralston is not streaming. And those are the two people I raid most often. My head hurts, I just realized. Drink. Probably have you on in the background. Yay! What happens if two mods fight each other? The universe explodes. Because you have, irresistible force versus immovable object. I know physics. I know all about physics. There we go, there we go. Alright, we have successfully... Damn! Zoom out, this looks cool as hell, actually. Me like it. Looks kind of like a bandit. Like, you know, this is a dinosaur that sneaks around and jumps on you. No winners. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a mod war. Shading. By the way, like, just a reminder, I'm not shading these things because in order to do shading, you have to know where the light's coming from. And in the actual book, these critters are going to be put into, like, a proper environment. And I don't know what those environments are going to be yet. So that's why I'm holding off on shading for now, because, it'll look better. It'll look better in the render, as is so commonly said in art circles. And by art circles, I mean drawfee. In case anyone was wondering, that's the crew that inspired me to start drawing again. It turns out that doing silly little drawings is a great way to motivate people to do their own silly little drawings. Yay! I don't know much for background for the dino streams. Yeah, you should draw them under several meters of dirt so everything's just pitch black. And yeah, Drawfee is fun. Drawfee is lovely. I think I've watched, like, most of their videos multiple times simply because I put them on as background noise. If you wonder what me, background noise man, puts on for background noise, I put on Drawfee for background noise. Although I don't know. Sometimes they go a little bit too hog wild. And that's, it's not conducive for gentle vibes that we're after sometimes. Me, I never go hog wild. I certainly never say tits out for Amphitasma. That would be weird. That would be hog wild and inappropriate. I'd get banned off Twitch immediately. Yep, definitely never said that. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. Neat. Neat, 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 neat. Neat, neat. I'm sure that's never happened. Nope, 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 nope. What's never happened? The thing that's never happened? Yes, that thing that's never happened. Only if tits end up on Twitch. Yeah, that's one thing that I'm probably never going to be drawing on Twitch, is like actual booba. If only because dinosaurs don't have boobs. That we know of. You never know. Maybe they had the reptilian equivalent. The avian equivalent. Crop milk. Maybe they had throat titties. Maybe they had titties in their mouth. They just open their mouth, and just a boob flops out. I should shut up and just fluff the dinosaur. These are the thoughts that occur to you when you're fluffing the dinosaur. When you are fluffing the dinosaur, thoughts occur to you. Those thoughts are sometimes weird. Whoop! Thank you, George Ogaden. Lizorbs. Oh no! Very fluffy dinosaur. I like the texture. Thank you, iFlavor. Gonna put scales on this, and we're just going to make sure that this makes sense. You know what I kind of want to do with these dinosaurs? I kind of want to put, like, whiskers on the tail. Because if you think about it, if your tail's all the way back there, it could be a bit of a bummer. Right, I need to do something about this mouth. It doesn't look right. Okay, this is basically done. I need to do some claws. I need to do some Santa Claus. Show me your little hands. Show them to me. Alright, so it's got... Alright, so the fingies on Dilophosaurus are actually kind of interesting. It's got 4 fingers. Which means I need to redraw these hands a little bit. So it's like... Yeah. Those are actually pretty big claws now I think about it. Right, let's make these little thingies bigger. Right, so the tip is over there. And over here. That's too thick. Yeah, the hands need to be a lot bigger, actually. A lot longer. Yeah, that needs to be almost as long as the rest of the forearm. Like so. Meaty hands, meaty hands. But thinner hands. There we go. Great. Well done, Border. You have now made more work for yourself again. Oh boy, okay, let's see here. How do? Whoops. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Well, hands are blurry. Great. Great. This is what I've done. Okay. Hello, Fluffy. You're playing Armored Core 6. Neat. How's that going for you? I'm struggling to draw dino fingernails. As you do. I have enfluffened this Dilophosaurus. But now, fingies are challenging me. Okay, and now we gotta do a similar thing over here with this. Whoops. So that's a claw like this, a claw like this, claw like this. Little nubby vestigial thing right there. A little palm, like so. Grow, I say! Grow! That's too much grow. Forget the grow. Do something different. Right, so if I turn off the... Actually, if I move the reference back over there, what does it look like? It looks like that. Beautiful. Now we need foots. Right, foots. I know how to do dino foots. Dino foots are fun, dino foots are fun. It is a FromSoft game, created Dark Souls. So you can probably tell it's gone. Ah, are you getting your ass kicked? In a fun way. Man, I hope it's in a fun way. I've never been able to get into, like, FromSoft style games. Oops. Alright, a little bit darker. The lore is super cool. Alright, that makes sense. Is the lore actually discernible in Armored Core? Because one of the things that annoyed me about Dark Souls is that it felt pretentious with how it kind of hides the lore from its players. Like, you know what? I have to care about the lore to try and figure out anything about it, guys. Okay, Word of Wisdom. Alright, if you're gonna have lore in anything, make sure that the lore is obvious enough to actually catch people's attention, but not so obvious that, like, you're spelling it out for them. That is the wisdom for today. Yes, I'm talking smack on Dark Souls. Come at me! Except don't come at me. The plane ticket over here is expensive. Okay, and same deal over here, probably. It does do that. I never played the game, just watched a 4-hour explainer. Oh, great. It's actually rather straightforward. Okay. There are actual characters who talk to you without using riddles. That's nice. That's, like, almost remarkably out of character for a FromSoft game. Let's delete that. Alright, how big are the toe claws compared to everything else? Only a little bit bigger, actually. Right, this actually foot needs to be bigger. I'm going to repeat my mistakes and make a big blurry thing. Let's compare over there. Needs to be about... Alright. There we go, that's probably going to do it. Can I sharpen this? I can. Excellent. Oi. Oi. There we go. And this is bugging me. Where's the bloody rainbow things coming in from? I don't even know. Don't even know, I say. Alright. It is time for ad break. But alas, alas, we're not finished with the freaking Dilophosaurus. That's always a tragedy. Don't you hate it when you have to make the foot bigger? Same dealio over here. I'm probably gonna need a dew claw. Over there, yes we are. Need to make foot bigger, need to make foot bigger. And claw bigger. And leg bigger, apparently. And move all this along a little bit over here. That does not look right at all. I'm going to cut legs around. Most frustrating. Right. Upcoming boss fight. Wish me luck. Okay, then. It's better. And Dew Claw goes. Man, I hope I didn't stuff up and make this thing plantigrade. Nope, I didn't. So Dew Claw goes right here. Whoop. We could make that perhaps a little bit bigger, but I don't think I'm gonna bother. Okay then! I think we're done here. Is that tail the right length? It is. Doesn't look it, but that's because this is a full as critter. Alright, dare I? Alright, so we're gonna do some extra bits here. Some extra patterns, because I like doing that. We like that. I think we do. And we'll just kind of do like this kind of thing, I feel. This kind of... What? Nope, not what I wanted to do. Here I am doing spots again. Have I learned anything from my mistakes? No, I don't think I have. Does that look weird? No, let's not do that. Let's do something like this. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. Right, it's scale time. Scale time is everyone's favorite time. Where's me scaly brush? There it is. So if we do that, that's what happens. If we do that, that's what happens. Opacity minus that. Size considerably less. Scales are my favorite bit. Scales are my favorite bit. Scales are my favorite bit. They are my favorite bit. Okay then. Me likey. Me likey a lot, actually. I miss any spots? Did I miss any spots? I don't think I did. That's bloody gorgeous. I'm not a huge fan of this. I think I'm gonna have to do something about it. There we go. Mohawk Dino, or just a very big chicken. It does look vaguely chicken-like. Then again, it's got the head crest and everything, so... Dilophosaurus be funky like that. Let's see, so if I do this now... Just make the tail less pixely, that'll be good. There we go, no one will notice that, especially if I don't point it out. Whee. Tiny bit of yellow, it is bothering me. There we go. I think we've got a Dilophosaurus. I think indeedy do we do. I think the tail could be longer though, so we're going to be... Whoops, let's just do this. Gonna take a risk. Merge down the feathers. Make the tail even longer. This is a bad idea because I've already put scales on it. Whoop. Sharpen this. We can sharpen the hell out of this. Now we just got to undo what we just did. Right, it does look as if its tail's been cut off and moved a little bit, but we can live with that. Okay, I think that's our Dilophosaurus. Let's turn this off. Let's see here. Right, somehow my size reference has migrated north. Or rather, my Dilophosaurus has migrated south. Yay! Okay then, excellent. I need another coffee. Pronto! Everyone, okay, so Cryolophosaurus can go away for a second. Sure, why not? Okay then! Scales are looking kind of scaly. Thank you! Scales really come together. And done with me, Dino. Well done, good timing. Alright, so Deinonychus is gonna take a million years to do because it's got actual complicated feathers, unlike this fella, who's just kind of got fluff. So, yeah. We're going to leave you on this screen. I'm going to vanish. This is one of my favorite drawings of yours. Hey, thank you. This did turn out well. I was looking touch and go there for a moment, but like, that's definitely a dino and a dilo. Awesome. I'm chuffed to bits. Awesome. Alright. Feathers are really nice. Like, who would have thought feather practice? I'm gonna need to go back and redraw the bloody Boitoraptor, aren't I? Damn it! Starting soon screen is also quite nice. Thank you. We're getting good mileage out of this happy little T-Rex. Okay then, I'm going to go brew more coffee. Boop! I just vanished. And gonna leave you on this lovely screen. I'll see you very soon. I'm back. It's such a nice. This is such a goob. Such a goob boy. Okay then. I should turn my face back on. Whoops. Ah! My face! Hello, people! I'm back, Alright, so... It has to be Deinonychus. It simply must be. Well, we can get started on that. For about, I don't know, half an hour or so. And then, by gum, we need to do our Ready for Africa and get out of here. I want better time management on my streams, because I'm bad at that. That 5-hour roguelike roulette I did last week. My god. What was I thinking? Whee! Right, so what are we gonna have? We're gonna have reference. Whoops. We're gonna have reference. We're gonna have drawing, and I'm gonna preemptively have feathers here. Okay then. Deinonychus. Alright. Right, I'm gonna go with this. Because Wikipedia is good for the size comparison. This thing was about wolf-sized, so that's nice. Look at this fluffy fella. Alright, so here's a reference 1. That's how big it was. And then we need a skeleton. Because I draw from the skeleton. Okay then. Alright, copy image. Scott Hartman again, coming to the rescue. There we go. Let's inflate this fella a little bit. Like so. And we know to thank Scott Hartman, so that's all good. Alright, so that's our skeleton right there. Okay. Alright, we're also gonna get a... What are we gonna get here? We're gonna get a size reference. I like how this human's over is like, hello! So we're gonna have that. We're gonna have... we're gonna worry about that later. Okay then. I'm gonna have him pointing this way. And we already basically have a... We could literally do this. We could literally do this, copy, and there's our outline. But I'm not a wuss. I'm gonna draw it myself. Also, by the way, happy you like me Transformer Skyboat. That's an excellent Transformer Skyboat. I tried drawing the skeleton first and then the meat and skin around it. It's fun. Yeah, it's actually a good way of drawing something, because if all you have is the skeleton, then by gum, I think I'm gonna give it like a bit of an inquisitive look. It's gonna be looking like, you know, like how a bird do. So it's gonna be like so, boxy head, more like that, and then essentially ramrod, straight tail over there, something like this. And what are we gonna make it? We're gonna base this on a golden eagle because golden eagles are dope. And I'm gonna need to... Okay, I'm just gonna fill this in with like... Just gonna fill this in with white for a second so we don't lose it. That was on the reference thing. Why did I do that? I need to put that there. There we go. And we're gonna have another reference. Reference to golden eagle, just for the color scheme. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. We're gonna have multiple pictures of this fella. Image, copy. Whoa, where am I? Help. Right, Golden Eagle goes here. We do have... Okay, so I'm gonna... What am I gonna do? I'm gonna do... This, I'm gonna move you over here. I'm gonna flip you, actually, like so. Ta-da! Because whenever I think of Dinosaurs, I think of, like, a weird cross between, like, a monitor lizard, a golden eagle, and a leopard, because all its traits put together is kind of like that, you know? We use the same reference. Oh, awesome! You mean the same skeletal reference? Neat! It is one of the first to pop up that's like, you know, actually looks legit. So yeah, there is that. Alright, so I'm going to take this lovely golden color right here, and I'm going to do that. And we're going to start with that. I'm going to start with that and just go from there. Actually, you know what? We're going to see here. Yeah, half of it is tail, as per usual with dinosaurs. Oi! Okay then. Damn it, I've left an outline. Okay then. The hell? Oi! Uh-oh. Oh, it's this. Right. Gotcha. Hold on a second. Balls? Okay, then. Okay, reference. Need to delete that because it left a friggin' skid mark on my drawing, and that simply will not do. Okay. Okay. Good. We need to save this. Save it. Illustration skills make leaps and bounds. My cookies turn out okay. Okay, my cookies turn out okay. Neat. Thank you. The great thing about this, a project like this, where you're drawing stuff, is, once we're finished, like, once we've gone all the way to the end of the alphabet with these dinosaurs, I'm gonna have to go back to the very beginning and probably redo a bunch of them, because I will have gotten better. It's like from the depths. It's like, great, you've finished your giant battleship. Now you need to go back and fix all the mistakes you made at the beginning, because you've learned since then. Yay! Okay then. Let's save this thing where it should be saved. Okay then. D is for Dino Nicus. Is that how you spell? How the hell do you spell it? Dino Nicus. Is it? It's Chus. Why is it Chus? That's a weird word. No wonder they went with the name Velociraptor for the Jurassic Park movies. Dino Nicus. Okay. Cool. I've made the body too long. Again, I'd always do this. Okay, we need to make this more... flat, and we need to make this more humped. Like so, and then we've probably made the body too... Right. Kind of chunky little fella, actually. Okay, right then, and then we've got big hands. And I'm gonna give this guy, like, wide eyes. It's a little bit too distinct a hump, actually. And I do need to redo the tail to not be so straight, because that would be silly. Oh yeah, by the way, the tail being so skinny in Dromaeosaurs is a little bit of a hint that they weren't actually that fast runners, because dinosaurs had actually a fair amount of their leg muscles. Like, I've mentioned this in previous streams, like, they essentially have muscles anchored in the base of the tail that pull on the femur, and if their tail is, like, skinny and, like, not particularly good, it means they couldn't run very fast. Admittedly, dromaeosaurs were kind of bird-like, so they probably had more bird-like muscle attachments, but still, if we're talking non-avian dinosaurs, it's like a little bit of a hint that they weren't super fast. Certainly not cheetah like what Jurassic Park said. Also the fact that they've got like serious hardware on their feet, making their feet heavier, and kind of short legs compared to the rest of it. You compare this to Carnotaurus and it's like, huh, this thing probably wasn't a speed demon. They could jump though. Man, they could jump. People have done the math on this, and that this guy could like go like, whee! Not much space there. Can we eat them? Probably. Yep, we're making the tail more bendy. Free border wisdom, yeah. Look, you might not know this about me, but I am a dinosaur nerd. You also might not know this about me, but I am just a nerd in general. Ah, oh, damn it, I drew on the wrong bloody layer again. Why do I keep doing this? Why do I keep doing this? Oh no, how much drawing did I just do on the layer? Oh god, okay. Okay, not that much. Okay, cool, gotcha. Alright then, let's just trim this. A little bit more bendy, like so. Bendy and the Ink Machine is a video game, which I have not played and never will. Let's just trim this. So yeah, these guys were more about using their tails for balance rather than anchoring huge leg muscles to them. The thing probably also would have been very agile, because when the thing has like a tail this long and like arms which are basically a little bit like wings, almost like air brakes to allow them to make hairpin turns, so it wasn't fast. It still would have been faster than a human being, by the way. They're not slow, they're just not as fast as people often imagine them to be. And the thing could probably, like, zip back and forth, like, change direction very well. I'm shocked. More ambush. Oh yeah, which is why I say this is kind of a cross between Monotillus and Golden Eagle and Leopard, because you can imagine this is the kind of thing that just essentially hangs out in a tree or on, like, in a high place and just kind of sits and waits for something its size or smaller to come along, and then it just essentially jumps like 10 meters straight down, lands on top of it. So yeah, these guys would have probably liked to live in environments where like much bigger predatory dinosaurs would have had trouble with. So the kind of thing where it's like steep slopes, or like the terrain is too soft or too rugged. Because funny thing about things that were T-Rex sized is that if you've got like 7 tons balanced on just 2 legs, you don't like terrain that's slippery, and you don't like you know, anything that can result in a sudden fall and a final stop. I am waffling too much. I should draw the limbs slightly darker, like so. Alright, I need to move this reference. Which reference? That's the reference. That is the reference. Bring thy arms down here. Like so. Whoop. And long fingies, long fingies, long fingies for holding hands. And nothing else. Well, I'm drawing on the bloody reference again. Dear. Oh, no. Oh, no, that's terrible. Okay, let's do this now, and slightly darker again, just to make my life easier. Whoops. Wasn't paying attention. kind of doing oh dear. Kind of doing this. Mm-hmm. Okay, yes, that'll do. That'll do, pig. Whoopsie daisy, wrong color. Wrong color. There we go. Whoop. Who's going vzzt? Right, this arm is weird. This arm is weird. I don't like it. I'm going to change it like so. Why did I make the arm so bendy? That's weird. I said bendy in the ink machine once, and look what's happened. This is why I don't make references. It confuses my brain. My brain gets confused. I think I've forgotten how to art, guys. I think I've plain forgotten how to art. Those fingers are as long as the forearm, and that is disturbing. So it's like there. If you can't see what I'm doing, but I am literally just holding my fingers up to the screen to make sure that this looks somewhat right. This doesn't need to be perfect. We'll come back to this. We will come back to this. We will come back to this. I need to do a ready for Africa, because otherwise my family will be disappointed in me. I should rotate like this. Whoops! Nope, 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 nope. There we go. And is that the correct length? No, it isn't. This thing has horror movie hands. Ooh. See, everyone goes nuts about the sickle claw on the foot, but I'm just looking at the hands of this being like, and I'm being like, damn, imagine this thing grabbing at you. Or flapping at you, rather, just coming at you like, and while it's not as big as the raptors in Jurassic Park, or even real-life raptors, it's still like wolf-sized, and just comes at you going like, ready for the dino party. Seems a bit odd to have the fingers all straight. Could play mean piano. I mean, probably not. But yeah, bear in mind, I'm going to come back to these. I always like to do a rough outline of where everything is first, and I'll mess around with the details a little bit later. And the plan with this guy, by the way, I've made the head too bloody big. I've made the head too big. The head is too big. I just cut that guy's foot off. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's terrible. Okay. Head too big. Head is roughly same length of neck. But still, we can do this. Whoops. Okay, let's see there. Alright, drawing, and we're going to cheat a little bit and make... There we go, that looks better. Gonna move this over here, and we need to get these leggies in. Okay, then, jolly good. What do legs look like? Needs to be a little bit further that way, actually. So let's draw that again. here. This guy is just standing kind of flat. And we are going to block in the big claw because no one will forgive me if I left that out. We're just gonna go a little bit darker for this rear one. Ew, why did that not come out right? Frustrating. Okay. Okay, whoa, that should be way bigger. Holy bananas, okay. Wait, claw bigger. Claw much bigger, like, holy crap. Like, you think claw big? You are mistaken. Claw bigger. Whee. Toe chunky. That still isn't big enough. Okay, let me... Get down here, you. Get down here, raptor thing. Yeah, no, that's gotta be way freaking bigger. That's gotta be way bigger. You kidding me? Gotta get this right. We gotta do a Ready for Africa. That's important. Right, just block in Deinonychus, block it in, block it in. Actually, we've made this thing roughly the same size with the hands and feet. We've actually goofed a little bit. Alright, yeah, I've stuffed up the proportions here. I've made this thing look bigger than it actually is. So, I'm just gonna do huge as claws, because it doesn't matter. This is early days. Whee. Is that better? That looks terrible. Right, and the idea is that the thing is going to be looking straight at the reader. So, what do we got here? We got this. So here we're gonna have a big yellow, like seagull-like eye. Let's look at our golden eagle. We're gonna give it green eyes, but like really bright green eyes. So like so. What the? Oh man. So we got those soulless eyes right there. It's gonna be looking straight at you. Hello, Nietzsche P. What dinosaur are you drawing? I'm attempting Deinonychus right now. Deinonychus is even harder to draw than I thought it was, because if you look at this guy, if you look at this fella, the skeleton, the proportions are weird. Like, look how long these fingers are compared to the arm. Look how big that toe claw is compared to the, like, everything. Half of it is skinny tail. The head is the same length as the neck, and it's just all over the place. And that's before you duct tape feathers onto it. You are just in time for the stream to finish off, and we're going to do a Ready for Africa. Maybe make the distance between arms and legs smaller. Body seems a bit long. Yeah. Alright, so the problem here is that the proportions are just generally off. Yeah, so we got to make the body a bit shorter. Yeah, I am going to do that because we need to. We simply must. We're going to need to do a smush. We're going to do a smush like so. Have you cut a raptor in half today? I hope so. Let's here. 1, 2. And 1, 2. Okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah. That works. That works. And we can smooth this out a little bit. There we go. Are you a fan of dinosaurs? Oh, hell yeah. Frickin' love dinosaurs. Love paleontology in general. This is actually... I'll show you what I did before. We are drawing pictures for a children's book. I'm not sure what age of child. Probably age 5 to 150. But yeah, we are just drawing a whole bunch of dinosaurs in alphabetical order. So we've got Dilophosaurus, we've got Deinonychus... Hopefully some more obscure ones. And that works better already. Yeah! Dinosaurs didn't have fossil fuels back then, so they had to rely on wind turbines. Exactly! Dinosaurs ruled the world for 160 million years precisely because they had renewable energy. And they didn't stuff up their environment like the way human beings are currently doing. Alright, so that'll do for our draft of Deinonychus. We are going to do a Ready for Africa now, because we are almost at the end of stream time, and I have, like, I've got that, like, all the, you see all this fuzziness I did on the Dilophosaurus? That's in my brain now. That is in my brain, and I need to get it out. Okay, then. So, Ready for Africa. Whoop! Thank you, George Oganen. That raptor looks like from Disney Dinosaur. Yeah. It is, yeah, at the moment, it, definitely is not ready yet. This is like pre-sketching, so to speak. Yeah. Lots of big fans of dinosaurs. Oh, now I get it, Rickfire. Well done. Well done. Okay. For anyone new watching, at the end of every art stream, we do a Ready for Africa, which is just a silly picture with the caption, Ready for Africa? And what are we going to do here? Do we want to work this guy into it? I think we don't want to do that. I think we want to do... We're going to do the first Dilophosaurus. We see, yep, this is the first Google image result. And this sucks, by the way. Like, frickin' Jurassic Park did so many things wrong. And you know what? We're gonna be... I know exactly what to do. I know exactly what to do. I know exactly what to do. Video thumbnail necessities. Right, let's do... Which picture do we want to use? Which picture do we want to use? I think this is the picture we want to use. It is this picture that we want to use. Wait, you know the movie? Yep, Disney Dinosaur, I remember that. That's the one with the protagonist being an iguanodon, right? And yeah, it's like... pretty good movie, all things considered, but yeah. Right, I think this Ready for Africa is going to be pretty simple. So we're going to go over here. Actually, we're going to flip this. No one will notice that Mount Kilimanjaro has been flipped. No one will notice. Shh. No one say anything. No one say anything. No one say anything. Don't make a scene. This is one of my favorite things to do. We're just going to give this guy glowing red eyes because that's funny. Whee! Aladar, yes, I remember that movie. I like that movie. Not the most accurate of things, but, you know, it was a good movie. Nice, very pretty. I like it. What am I doing here? Alright, so I'm gonna do... What are we gonna do here? We're gonna do... Dilo, ready for Africa. I'm gonna do some silly, silly things. Just looked it up. I remember that. That was a long time ago. They had an accurate fight. Really? What was their accurate fight again? 3 years older than me. We got young people in the audience. Okay, let us do this. And then we do a little bit of trim here. Like so. Drop that opacity way the hell down. Alright, so what is another inaccurate thing? So we've got our horrible Dilophosaurus. We need a Deinonychus. If we look up Velociraptor, the first thing that pops up is actually an accurate one. Oops. Wait, we can't do that. Copy image. This silliness. Oh, so silly. Oh, so fun. And same thing we done did here. Huh. Not hard enough. Clearly. There we go. What scientifically accurate crams? Yep. Give it laser eyes. Oh, right. Aladar vs. Kron was called the moment. Okay, gotcha. I'm at it now. It's the future! Another inaccurate thing is crams. Yep. I think, yeah, let's give both of these guys laser eyes. Alright, so drawing goes here. Might need to redo this. Oh boy, hold on a minute. Alright, so. Lasers. This looks like a that music video for Big Enough. The one with the cowboy screaming. Oh yeah. Ah. Alright. Do I want to do this? Yes, I do. I'm gonna go here, and it's gonna be shooting there. And its other eye would be over here, shooting there. So we're just gonna make sure it doesn't do that by doing this. then something like this. A little bit less. Oh dear. Whoop! Not what I wanted to do. Whee! Oh yeah, what is that song called? That song was a meme and a half, wasn't it? Okay, then let's go here. Let's go here. You're not on the laser layer, you'll regret that later. Oh! Thank you. Thank you for telling me. Classic. Drawing on the wrong layer. Okay, let's you see why now we must finish the stream soon? Because I would have cried. I absolutely would have cried. I would have cried big blue tears. Fucking... There we go. Dilophosaurus lasers done. And now, same thing, actually for here. Right, so now we need to finish this off. Like so. Like so, like so. We aren't gonna stick the bloody caption for this. Wait, no, I know where to stick the caption for this. I know exactly where to stick the caption for this. Hee hee hee. Yay. Laser tears. Make one of them crying a river of tears. They already are! What are you talking about? Okay, where is this? Here it is. hell? Right, I'm getting into it. Hopefully no one's offended at what's happening. Nice laser eyes. Bazoom! Thank you, Yidriz. Song was cool big enough to try to make... My PC just froze. Oh no! Oops. Alright. We are getting distracted. Should be working on our dinosaur book, but we're not. We are being a blinking silly billy. Okay, excellent. So now, I think we can... Okay, then I have an idea. So, lasers are there, drawing... Oh, no... Whoops! Well, so much for the laser layer. So much for the laser layer, indeed. So if I do this and turn the opacity down, you like one and two. One, two, 3. No. The other way around. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And a little bit of this. A little bit of this. There we go. Cool. We need a bit of a glow as well. We need a bit of a glue. Where does glue go? Glow. Whoop. Hell yeah, look what we just did. Magic is what we just did. And now we're gonna have text right on top of that. Let's have really pixely text. Do we even have that? Oh gods, yep. Okay then. Alright then, Google Drive link, talk in case my PC poops itself again, proves the dinosaurs couldn't have been killed by an asteroid, they would have shot it down. But if does Dino Lambs have the DPS needed for it? It's still relatively short range on a galactic scale. Also, it was very fast and had a huge amount of health. Alright, let's see here. Do I have a nice pixely thing? Maybe monospace. I need to download more fonts, honestly. Wait, I have an idea. I have a terrible idea. I have a very rude idea. Font tester. I'm so sorry. I'm terribly sorry about that. Right. Just you wait, we need a pixely type font. Pixely type font. Nope. Do I want to go here? Nope. I think we're just gonna go with... what I did before. Which is... what was it? I literally said it, but I forgot what it was. Something started with M? No, it didn't start with M. Cloister Black, Cascadia, and... Cambria Math, I think that's the one we want. I think that's not actually what we wanted. Damn it. I don't actually have Microsoft Word installed on this, so... Damn it, I wanted a very pixely font, but meh. Oh wait, we need a Bofors, don't we? We need a Bofors. I think the Bofors will go right in the middle there. It will make a UFO Bofors. So part of Ready for Africa is to always bring your Bofors anti-aircraft gun with you. Just for the lols. May I ask what this is even for? Ready for Africa book, yep. So this is just almost a stream tradition at this point. So we're gonna go there. Going to make a UFO out of Bofors. Tiny UFO right in the middle here. Actually, I have an idea. 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 There's our Bofors! There's our Bofors. Okay. Let's rotate our Bofors. Rotatey the Bofors. Whoops. 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 Whoopsie, 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 whoops. Glow goes here. Yay! Someday, we've been doing it since the... Okay, because I have the date on me. Golf technical. Okay, neat. Alright, that's all ready for Africa. Let us review the crimes we've committed today. Okay, then, let's see here. We have finished our Dilophosaurus. We've started on our Deinonychus. And we've got a definitely ready for Africa. The Bofors, yeah. Alright, where's that link? So, driver has been doing stuff. This is a very long document. We scroll down here. Right, and D is for Deinonychus. Look at that. That looks scary as hell. The tails almost seems a little bit too short. But yeah, like, I don't know, I got the proportions wrong as well. This dude's proportions is really weird. So well done, driver. Lovely, lovely. There's some older stuff back there, and to the future we go. Let's see what Drake Fire sent me on Discord. Oh, wow. Oh. Alright, there's backstory here. Last time my laptop died, it was under warranty, so they gutted it and replaced everything inside. The warranty's expired by now, though. Drawn with a mouse since I can't connect a drawing tablet without admin perms. Oh man, that sucks. Alright, so we go. Oi. Oi, 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 oi. Copy image. Wee. The ship of Perseus. If a PC has all of its parts replaced one by one, is it still the same PC? The insides got gutted and replaced 2023. Am I the original, just a copy? Rest in peace. The robot uprising was short-lived. What's it doing? I don't know. It was shooting us fine yesterday. Now it won't turn on. Useless piece of junk. Oh, ARC concept art. Yep. Oh man. Bit short because I made the precautions without need. True. Okay then, it was a good stream. I loved it. Alright, let's raid into Arrow Rights. For anyone who doesn't know where the stream VODs of this goes, I will share a link in chat with you right now. Please go subscribe, it would make me very happy. Here is VOD channel. And if you want me more as background noise, it's perfect. You can see all the other dinosaurs we drew. I can't spell VOD, apparently. That's embarrassing. VOD channel. And while you're there, while you're subscribing to stuff, subscribe to all my other stuff. Links are in my Twitch About page, and also linked on every channel I have. Buy my book, Two of Rogues. It is a good book. You will like it. Let's raid Arrow, shall we? Let's go here. Raid Arrow. Rights. And playing Disco Elysium. Are you ready? Are you steady? Are you ready for Freddy? Is your name Freddy? If it is, cool. Alright, we're raiding now. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Good drawing today. See you next week. Farewell.